Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Temple of Know Thyself. I Reasoning. We're back again. Today is the 28th of the 7th, 2024. I keep saying 20, yeah. I think I'm a little bit relaxed. The boys drinking, so what am I drinking? Ginger and lemon and honey tea. Yeah, so cheers. Yeah, just taking it easy and relaxing, man. Been doing bits and pieces. I was actually recording some music for Motivation Wednesday for next month, innit? Because the month is coming to an end now, innit? It finishes on Wednesday. 3 more days, and August is here, man. That's me, man. I'm an August baby, innit? The Leo, the Lions. So my birthday is coming up soon. So give thanks, man. Give thanks for another day. Give thanks for life, and we pray that we're able to see 48. You know, a lot of my friends have turned 48. I'm one of the youngest in the group. In fact, some of them are going to be 49 this year. I just squeezed in because normally there's a cut-off point, so I just squeezed in. So yeah, man, give thanks, man. But I hope everyone's blessed and highly favored, and you had a wonderful week, and you were able to achieve some of the things that you wanted to do. Yeah, so give thanks, man. Give thanks. Interesting week, man. We've had an interesting week, and it's always good to reflect on what we've learned, and we can take that information to elevate us to the next level, or we call it reflecting. Yeah, so that's where we come here and just reflecting and how we're growing. And I'm just sharing my experience. Remember, we're sharing. Each one teach one. I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. Yeah, so I'm a student. I always say that I'm a student who's just teaching his experience. Also, I learn from the people around me, friends, family, associates. You know what I'm saying to you? That's how we learn. We're constantly learning and growing and developing. All right, so that's why we come here to reason and reflect, or I'm sharing my reflection of how my journey goes. And along this conversation, we pray and hope that it stimulates you, or something from me having this conversation triggers something in you that can bring out the best out of you, because that's what education is about. It's about bringing out. All right, so yeah, man, let's sit back, relax, enjoy the little time you have with me, because as they say, I don't want to cast my pearls to swine. So I appreciate your time and your opening ears. And I was just say, you always have to laugh at yourself. You see, I always laugh at myself in it. Even though I'm drinking my nice, ginger tea here, cheers. You always have to laugh at yourself, man. Don't always take life too serious, man. That's what I'm learning, man. That's what I'm learning. Like, you can't always be too serious, man. In fact, let me give you some joke. Yeah, my son has been here. Yeah, for a couple. He had to go back to do something. So he said, "Yeah, Dad, I'm gonna listen to the show." Okay, no problem. I'm telling this story because I'm gonna bring it up later on. Yeah, that's what I'm. It's good to laugh. Don't take things serious, man. Sometimes you just have to chill out. So I said to him, I finished the show. Yeah, I'll listen to it. So I think later on I said, have you listened to the show? He goes, no, I'm gonna listen to it. And then I asked him, I think the next day, I said, have you listened to the show? He goes, I started it, I downloaded it, and I was listening to it and I fell asleep. So, you know what? I said, but you know what? I'm trying to just listen to the show, because remember, some of the first 20-30 minutes is about him, innit? You know? So I called him today because he's gone back home to do some stuff. He's going to come back. He's going to come back next week, he said. Actually, today is his birthday. as well. You see, it's the 28th. Imagine I spoke to him and I didn't realize it's his birthday, but we spoke. So I need to call him after this to wish him happy birthday. See, that went over my head. You see, that's what I said. Don't take life serious. So I said to him, did you listen to the show again today? He said, I was going somewhere. Okay, you know what? I said, we learn from each other. You can't take life serious. You can try and help people as much as you want, because as you said, as I was saying, I dedicated the first 20 minutes because it's his birthday today. So I was stimulating him and encouraging him and empowering him, and things that he can say, you know what, my dad cares about me, and I'm just showing things that he can say, you know what, I like that. I feel confident that someone's got my corner. And after all of that, he hasn't even listened to one word yet. So the moral of the story is that's what I said. I just come on the internet and it's about you. And that's what I'm going to talk about later on, about self. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it do anything. So I'm not here I'm to force you to listen to me, because some people subscribe to me and some people unsubscribe to me. You get me? So I have people who don't like the music in the background. Some people don't listen to my show. Don't take life serious sometime, man. You know what I'm saying to you? You can't force people to. That's what I'm telling you, that story. You can't force, even the loved ones, even your family and friends. You can't force. Even my mom listens to the show. I don't like the I and I thing and this and that. Don't take life serious. Just work on yourself. And that's what the message I want to get across. And I'm sharing that personal information with you. Like, you know what I mean? We're learning. So focus on yourself. That is the key. That's where, as I say, it's temple of know thyself. I come here to just use this template, or utilize this template to empower myself first, because I can't find all the information I want on YouTube. So that's why I created this, because it's coming to the end of the month. So I'm doing a reflection. I use it as a diary for myself and a form of evidence, so I can see my progress, and then I can share it with my children and say, look, this is who I am. This is the character of your father, of the consistency that he's growing and he's developing. He's willing to learn new things and share his experience. I'm sharing my experience. I don't know everything. That's what I said. I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. I am always a student. I use the word philosophy. Philosophy is a seeker of knowledge. I'm always seeking to develop myself, and that's what we can learn from each other. So that I'm telling that story there with my own son. If I can't help my own son, how the hell can I help other people? And he lives with me off and on, but I don't take it serious, because he's growing. He's not me. I am not him. And that's why I say now, but I know his character when I say to him about coming to the gym, because last time he was here, when I woke him up, he didn't want to go. So the moral of the story, just focus on yourself. Temple of know thyself. Know yourself. All right? So I that's why I'm always laughing and giggling, even at work. People say, just enjoy life, man. Don't always take life serious, man. So deep breath. Let me take a sip of my ginger tea, man. Lemon. Sometimes you just gotta laugh at life. All right. So I want to do a little reflection of what I've achieved so far, and use this information so you can look for good things in your life as well. We all have good things in our life, and that's what I want to focus on. Look for the positive things and the wins that we receive in life. All right. But first of all, before I start, let me just big up some people, man, because I've got some friends of mine that always tune in to my show, and sometimes I forget, because just to big them up. So let me start by saying, you know what, I've got one friend here. He's this guy is always studying, so let me big him up. Tony Alexander, big up to you, man, because this guy is always sending me all different qualifications that, you know what, He's constantly, and it was his birthday a couple of weeks ago, so happy birthday to you. But he's always sending me, every time he's done a course, and I'm saying to him, well done, well done. Very proud of you. Keep up the good work. And he's going to join me on, I'm going to talk about it later on. I've got some friends that's going to take part in some of the new program I'm doing, because they said, you know, Russ, we like what you're doing, and all it takes is one person in your group to do something. And I always say that if you've got a smart person in your group, hang on to that person and let them help you in whatever skills they have. Now, I've got other smart friends, them. Like, that's why I have mentors, innit? I spoke to my mentors the other day, and he has a function, and he goes, listen, I think it will suit you, you going to meet some of these people. They're well-off people. They're doing very well. They've got some properties abroad. He does properties and stuff like that. And he goes, you know what? I think you should come, because these are the circle of people I want you to. You know what I'm saying to you? So each one teach one. That's what the saying's about. So you try and hang out. This guy here is constantly studying. So big up to him. And I said, all my other friends, them, it's too many names to mention. All I want to say to everybody, and the audience as well, I always say this, and let me keep repeating it. I know something about you that you don't know about yourself. You have greatness within you. And that's why I do the show. Because I have greatness within me, and I'm going about bringing it out. That's why I create the show. I needed something, not want, you know. I needed something to bring out the best out of me. And this, doing the show and doing the things that I'm doing, has given me some form of commitment. And that commitment allows me to develop and grow as an individual. And that's what the show is going to be about later. You know, it's about growth, about coming out your comfort zone. That's what I want to do. So this is a challenge. Challenges are good. A diamond is made by pressure. Building muscles is the same. You know what I'm saying to you? It's the pressure. You break it, it rebuilds, break it. You know what I mean? Constantly pushing yourself. And that's what I want to do. I want to grow. And that's why I want my children to hear that you can overcome any challenges that you have. You know what I'm saying? And not everyone's going to listen to your show. So you might go on a particular journey, yeah, and not everyone's going to follow you. And it's okay. That's what we're going to talk about. Those things are okay. So I'm quite aware, because of my friends and people I socialize with. I've had this conversation, and so they can hear it again. I told my children, I've made an investment for you. I'm going to enjoy the investment. However, if you don't want the investment later on in life, we cash in and we just split the money. I tell them I take 60% because it's my investment. It's my money that I put in there. You know what I'm saying to you? But by me, because they might not want to go on that journey, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying to you? We're saying about creating generation wealth. Yeah, I've created generation wealth, but they might not want it. They might say, nah, that's too much headache. That's too much work. You understand? So let they go on the journey. That's why sometimes you can't take life serious. You know what I'm saying? We all have our individual journey. This might be my journey. Might not be my son's journey. But let's enjoy it and let's share the rewards, because we all have talents. If you do not use your talents, remember I said it can be taken away. If I don't use my talents, it will be taken away from me. It's same like I see the talents in my son. And I want him to, you know what, shine. You understand? I want you to, like, bring the best out of you. But he has to acknowledge that, not me. He has to decide that. And that's why I make these recordings. So maybe later on, if he doesn't hear it now, maybe he'll hear it later on. And we had this conversation. I said, I might not be the right person to give you the message. I can be talking to you till kingdom come, and then stranger just walks off the road and tells you the same message I'm telling you. And you'll be like, oh, you're right. But I've been telling you that for years. So I make this recording to remind you that you have greatness within you. I can see your talents. You either use it or it will be taken away from you. So that's your choice. So everybody around me, listen, big up yourself. Yeah, you all have gifts within you. Utilize your gifts to the best of your ability and enjoy the journey that you're on. laugh, have jokes, and do all of that, whatever you need to do, yeah? Cool. All right. So, for me, my boy, yeah? I've been doing this particular program. I don't know why I came up with it, but I thought, you know what? It actually started from my mum. That ginger and lemon tea is nice. It's got a bit of honey in it. It's beautiful. This all started. My mum was sick, and we went to the doctors. I look after my mum, by the way, if you're new to the show. So when we went to the doctors were saying, listen, you need to change your eating habits. You know what I mean? Because it's affecting you. So I'm there. Remember, each one teach one. I am because we are. Because we are, therefore I am. And last week's show is talking about the duality. There's no negative or positive. There's a poem, and the poem says it's about your opinion, whether it is right. It goes like this: the man who thinks he's right or the man who thinks he's wrong are both right. It just depends on your opinion. So you can look at someone's situation and say, you know what, I don't want to be like that, or I want to be like that, or I want to take some of the qualities, the traits of that person. You understand? So when I looked at my mum, I'm like, you know what, I'm getting a bit more mature, a bit more older. I don't want to be like that. So we have a choice. That's what I said, my son, everybody, even the listeners, we have a choice. You can either listen to me or switch me off or subscribe for me or whoever it is, subscribe to me. Yeah, we all have a choice. And if you don't make the right choice, well, that's the road you go down. We're not here to judge. You know what I'm saying? As I said to my son, he's chosen his choice. He's like, I'll listen to it when I'm ready. Cool. I just wanted to listen to it so I can have a conversation with him about what did he think about what I said. That's all it was. But he's going to do it in his own time. That's it. Everyone has a choice. And I can't force him. That's his choice. So the doctor was saying, listen, my mum's legs swelled up. You're going to get a blood clot because of the food you're eating. So what I've decided to do, I said, you know what? This is going back in May, sorry. So I said, you know, I'm going to fast with her to show that I care, you know what I mean? And, you know, fasting, it's a spiritual thing. You know, Christians do it. We all do it. It's you know what I mean? You sacrifice, let's use that word. You sacrifice something to say, God, you know what, help this person out. I don't mind, you know. This is empathy. It's very important. I'm going to talk about that later on. Being able to empathize with somebody. So you sacrifice some of your, you know, things that you have for this person. So I started fasting. I was doing intermittent fasting, sorry. I said, no, I'm not going to eat until this time to help. And what happened is my mum was in her bed. She couldn't move. So I've always been into that healthy kind of stuff, yeah. I'm a pescatarian. My mum's a pescatarian as well. But what she is, she eats a lot of starchy food. You understand? And because she's not active, starch is sugar. Yeah, she likes her old ways, and she's like, a bit of sweet is good for you. You know, you can't always be. Again, it's your choice, innit? I can't. But when it's affecting yourself, it's you have to kind of start thinking now and say, nah, it's these are habits that I've picked up, and these are not good habits. You know what I'm saying to you? So because she couldn't move, I said, good opportunity. Now you're gonna eat some of my food. So she's been eating. In that beginning, she was eating some of my food, and I think she lost weight, because when we went back, the doctor's like, I think you lost a little bit of weight. Which what I was doing is, I don't do a lot of fried food. In fact, now I've been using the air fryer. I haven't air fried food for like more than 10 weeks. I mean, the only thing, like proper fried food, I don't even eat rice that much. It's just mainly I've been eating a lot of fish, and recently couscous. But this is because of this program I've been doing for the 10 weeks. It's just been air frying. Just putting my fish in the air fryer, no oil, just seasoning, bam, and vegetables. That's it. That's how strict I've been. So she did a little bit with me, and then she started getting a bit better. And what I started to do, I thought, I like this. Let me continue. I said, let me come up with this idea. Let me see if I can do it for a couple of months. And hence, that's what I came up with. My mum went back to her habits. Remember, me and my son, I'm talking to him. He said, yeah, Dad, I'll listen to the podcast. He hasn't. The days have gone on. So we're growing in different direction. Still my son, but you can see the parting. We're going on 2 different roads. You know what I'm saying to you? And that's his journey. My mum, I've continued on the this journey, and she's staying on her journey. But we started off together, say, yeah, let's do it. And then she's like, I'm like, no problem, do your thing. And that's how this 10 weeks, I've been doing it for 10 weeks. I said, you know what, I'll do it for 10 weeks to the end of July. So it's 10 weeks I've done that. And what it is, in that 10 weeks, I've just put different challenges. And I've learned a lot about myself. So that's how I came about this particular training program. So one of the key things from starting this journey was I got involved into the rowing. And it's been up and down. Yeah, because I actually learned more about the rowing because I started to study. That's what happens, isn't it? When you, as I said, I'm a student. I am because we are, therefore I am. So I met, you meet strange, the universe will bring you people, and I met people at the gym, this particular guy, and he showed me about understanding the rowing, and he told me about the app, and do you understand? I started to kind of study more about it and the technique. I came back home and I looked at the technique. I looked at the levels because I was training at level 10. I realized you don't even need level 10. Now, I kind of totally understand it. You don't even need to go past 7. You know what I'm saying to you? So my awareness has grown to understand it, which is part of self-development. You understand? So that 10 weeks journey has taught me a lot. So my technique has improved and my time has drastically improved. And I started to challenge myself. So the best time I've got, because I'm just going to tell all the time, because this 12 weeks, 10 weeks, sorry. Just going back and forward and setting goals and stuff like that. So let's just do my best time. My best time I got was 20:56, and that was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Now, I did say to my audience that, you know what, last week was going to be my last one, innit? Because this week finishes on a Wednesday. It's weird. So I said, I'm not going to challenge myself anymore. I'm just going to leave it as that. However, being the person that I am, and because I'm willing to learn and do different things, on Tuesday I went back and I bloody beat myself. I came in at 20:49, which is very good. Remember, this is 5,000 in rowing. You get me? That's very. So no, if I look for another 49 seconds, I'm thinking about it. Not now though. I probably will do it later on, but not now. I was saying, if I could see, because remember I was at 21 minutes, and then the guy said to me it was 21 5 seconds or 2 seconds, I think it was, and he's like, see if you can get on the 21 minutes, and I got on the 21 minutes, which is at 20 minutes and 56, and I was like, I'm getting confident. Now that word is very important that I brought into this conversation now. When I was there last week, I was rowing, and I realized that, you know what, I'm actually understanding the technique, and that's why I was able to come in at 20:49. I actually literally got into the zone and actually realized what I was doing. I become more aware of my body language, how I was pulling it, looking at the time. I was like in the zone. And I was like, you know what? I can actually beat the 2056. And that's why I went for it. And I came in at 2049. Even the guy is impressed. He's like, right, you're getting really good. And I guess it's, if you put your mind to it, you can achieve. I mean, all these stuff I'm going to bring up later on in the conversation. But if you put your mind to something, you can, and you work at it consistently, you can become better at it. So, I mean, if I continue really and truly, because I actually saw on the internet, I was like, rah. The guy I was watching, different people I was watching, he's like, you know what? 20 minutes is quite hard to beat. And I'm like, you know what? I probably can do that, 49 seconds, I can eat into that. So watch this space, by the way. So the word confidence, I want to talk about it because that was one of the main goals that I put out. So the show is going to start now. Yeah, that's just like my little introduction. Yeah, so we've learned a lot, but then we're going to go a bit more in depth. Let's kind of peel back the skin. So I want to say this, like, first of all, the confidence. When we look at the confidence for me is being able to say to myself, because remember, if you've been following my show, my key word is that I wanted to build my confidence, or let's use the word improve on my confidence, because we all have these traits, by the way. Every single person, every word I'm going to use here, whether with self-esteem and self-confidence, awareness, whatever it is, we all have it. What's happened is, and I'm going to use this analogy, that's what I'm saying to myself. We have allowed other things to block us. So it's like that saying goes like, the grass is never green on the other side. What I'm learning to do is clean myself. This is why it's called Temple of Know Thyself. Clean your grass. In other words, detox. That's what I was doing unconsciously. That's what I say. Sometimes someone can come into your life for a reason and a season, isn't it? It was my mum, and my mum has a saying: opportunity is a man with a hair. Grab it while you have it, because once it's gone, it's gone. You see, I learned from somebody as well. Each one teach one. I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. That's my mantra. We shouldn't forget it. Ubuntu. Yes, we are a village. That's why I said I'm a student. I'm constantly learning and developing from everybody, whether it be sick or not sick. We can learn from each person. Now, it's for you. Well, when I say learn from people, it's about taking the information and utilizing it to the best of your ability. Let me use that. Let me rephrase it. That's what we want to talk about, communication. Sometimes it's how you deliver it, the information. Yeah. So being able to commit for that 10 weeks is confidence. Because now this is why I wrote, keeping the promise to yourself, you establish a sense of trust and confidence in yourself. I'll repeat that again. Keeping the promise to yourself, you establish a sense of trust and confidence within yourself. Amen. I achieved that. I was able to achieve that. I feel self-worth. Like, I feel confident. I feel inspired. I feel uplifted. I'm smiling as I'm speaking because I have trust with myself. That's what I said. We all have this. And that's what education is about, bringing out. I don't have to go to no guru or nobody. I just said to myself, you know what? I'm going to create a show, and I'm being dedicated to it to the best of my ability. It's a form of confidence and trust with myself that I'm committed to the best of my abilities. Because when I fly out, sometimes I can't do the Sunday show, but I make people aware that I won't be able to do it. But it's the consistency is what gives you confidence. Yeah, and you take those praises, that is confidence. So we all have it. We have to just be committed to it. And that's why I gave myself the 12, the 12, I can't get the words. This 10 weeks, yeah, that's what I gave myself. The program I'm actually going to do, I'm going to extend it, but I'm doing them in bits and pieces, yeah. So when the opportunity came, I grabbed it, and that's what it's about. It's about the opportunity, and I want you to come on this opportunity with me for the next couple weeks that we're going to talk about. So keeping that promise to yourself, you establish a sense of trust and confidence within yourself. So I feel good, I feel nice, I came, I saw, and I conquered. Yeah, now can I improve on my confidence? Of course, but I just wanted to bring it out, because the more you do the show, the more confident you become. Yes, it's that saying that the 10,000 hours that you put in, you become an expert, you become better. Same with the rowing. I'm just showing you, I'm being the physical, the physical aspect of my theory. So I had an idea, a theory. I want to bring out the confidence in me, and this is how I am going about doing it. That's why I record everything, so you can see the journey that I'm going on. Me going to the gym, doing these programs, doing my research. I'm taking remember, I'm not a theory man. I'm more of a practical person. Because we have see, I'm conscious of using that word. I'm going to say dyslexic. No, because I have a different style of learning. You see, that's with confidence now speaking, saying to you, no, why would you say that? You have a different way of learning. We all have a different way of learning. That's why I gave the analogy with my son. Someone stranger can come on the road and tell him the same thing I'm saying, and he'll be listening to that person. And it's okay. Because we have different ways of learning. I learn differently from you. You understand? I have to be confident in what I am doing, and I want you to be confident in what you are doing. So some people listen to the show, some people don't listen to the show. It shouldn't stop you from going forward. All this stuff shouldn't stop you from going forward. It's a personal journey. That's what I want you to take away. That's what we're analyzing, because it's come to an end. What have I learned? I've learned that I had confidence in myself. I just had to bring it out. That's what education is about. I had to go on this particular journey to bring it out. We all have it. Whatever you want to do, you have it. I know something about you that you don't know about yourself. You have greatness within you. I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. I'm only speaking to you, which is a part of me. I'm bringing out. I can't say the Italian word of what education is. That's what I'm saying. It means to bring out. So, my notes for today's show is, we've got the confidence. We're working on building more confidence, but we've got a foundation. The man that builds his house on a rock is better than the man that builds his house on the sand. So we've got something. So now let's build, because now we're going to do something different. Now, the next program I'm going to do is going to start from Thursday. So for the next 3 days, I'm still going to continue in. That's why I wanted to just say, you know what, last Friday was the last, because how the week finished. We've decided now to do 10 weeks program, 10 weeks training. Now I've got some friends that's going to join in. Some are going to start with me on Thursday. Some are going to start at the end of the month. Some are going to start halfway through August. Because everyone's got their own issues and, family and traveling and, what I'm saying to you. So it's cool. So for me, I think I said August, October, I'm going away for about 4 days. I haven't confirmed that properly yet, but if I don't, then I will run on this my program. But that should just bring me up. That should just bring me up to about 9 weeks, because this is 10 weeks. This is a 10 weeks program. I've got that gremlin again in my software. It cuts out sometime this recording. So for the next 10 weeks, one of my friends is going to make a video, and he's going to say what he wants to do. So let's wait for that. However, for me, I'm going to do something for the next 10 weeks. And here is what I'm going to do. 2 of the things I'm going to work on is communication and self-esteem for the next 10 weeks. I want to improve my communication through speaking to the audience, number one, and the people around me. You understand? Because we're constantly, this temple of know thyself, we want to develop. Yeah. So it's a package. It's going back to school, isn't it? So I said I'm a student. There's nothing wrong with improving with oneself. So that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at things that I can improve on. We have them, but we're going to find tools. So if the audience is willing, you come with me for the next 10 weeks. Yeah. 10 weeks is only 2 months and a bit. 2 months and 2 weeks, actually. Yeah. Or you go for the month. Just go for long. What it is, I'm starting in August. You go for how long you can. So you can, some of my friends are going to stop drinking. Some of my friends are going to, no cigarette, masturbation. They're going to look at their food. Some people are going to train. Some people are doing some spiritual meditation. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's about 5 or 6 of us that's doing different things. You know what I'm saying to you? So everybody has their personal goals. Yeah, so you set a goal and then you go with it, innit? Whatever you want. So my one is communication and self-esteem. So for me, when your self-esteem is low, you avoid speaking up for yourself and having the ability to communicate your needs and opinion. So I want to improve on those things. Yeah. Identify your strengths and weaknesses. So I want to do that more. So I'm going to create scenarios where I'm going to go out a bit more. Yeah. Because friends have invited me places and I haven't went, and I'm going to, that's me being practical in those environments. My communication skills and being able to express myself. Yes. So communication. So active listening. Yeah, eye contact. There's always, as I said, like I train in it. It's like it's always a way to improve on oneself. Yeah. So active listening. I want to be a good listener. So I'm taking these. These are things that I'm looking at myself. I'm like, I want to improve on that. So looking at eye contact, asking questions. You understand, and just listening. Being able to have empathy. Seeing things from other people's point of view. This is part of growth, isn't it? I'm going to be 48. I want to be a good listener. I want to improve on how I get my message across when speaking to people from the internet and people around me, even my children. And it's good to identify these things because it's called self-growth. This is Temple of Know Thyself, I reasoning. For you, you have to be your biggest critic. Yeah, look at yourself and say, how can I improve and what can I do? What kind of man can I be? Because remember, I'm trying to find out who and what I am and what am I here to do. What is my aim? What's my goal? What's my purpose? So let me start with these simple things that if you ask, as it says in the Bible, ask and should be given unto you. Ask the right question. Maybe I'm not asking the right question. If I ask the right question, then I'll get the right answer. Ask and should be given unto you, isn't it? So I want to improve on my communication skills. And even my mom says, why are you speaking like that? Remember, I must also listen and say, okay, I can take on board what the person says. I understand their opinion. Yeah. I don't have to agree with it, but I can say, all right, maybe there's some things that I can take and improve on. Because remember, when I saw her sickness, I utilized that information to better my life. To be confident in this particular field that has a positive effect, that knock-on effect, which we call the compound effect. There's a book called The Compound Effect. When you start something positive and you have trust in yourself, it allows you now to broaden your wings, to do other things, because you've got something to fall back on, which is confidence. The man that builds his house on a rock. Yeah? So, empathy. Remember I was saying, I was looked at my mum's sickness and I look at my son. You have empathy. All right, cool. I understand. You need to sit down and listen to my podcast. No. No. Empathize. He's busy. He's young. He's going to do his own thing, man. You understand? Have empathy. Understand his situation. Cool. No problem. Body language. Be mindful of your body language. Sometimes when we're speaking, you're throwing your hands up, or you're moving around. You bite. My son bites his nails a lot. I'm like, stop. Be conscious of your body language. Yeah. Be assertive and confident. Now we've got the confident bit already. We've improved on it. Now we need to be assertive. This is all about communication. Yeah. So these are the things I want to improve on in the next 10 weeks, and I'm going to put myself in situations to articulate myself. And that's the practical. Remember, I work more on practical. So just be at work and asking people questions, looking at their body language more. Be more interested in what the person is saying instead of me telling them something. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Express your thoughts assertively and confident. Yeah. Be specific. That's what I'm saying. Be specific, be clear and straightforward about what you mean. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm putting out to the universe. And that's the next self-development I'm doing. Yeah. Be specific and be clear and straightforward about what you mean, even when you speak to people. Yeah, because that's what I want to do. Because people will what? Respect you more. Because you are confident in able to saying these things. Not arrogant. There's a big difference there. Not arrogant. Just being straightforward. All right, self-esteem. How we value and perceive ourselves is based on our opinion and belief about ourselves. Self-esteem is how we value and perceive ourselves. It's based on our opinion and belief about ourselves. Now, subconsciously, I'm actually speaking through communication because I have to write down my things. So I'm actually doing it unconsciously or subconsciously. So I want, you see, I want to improve on that because now I'm studying, you see. Part of communication is also reading, and at the same time, it's self-esteem. So here it is. Let me repeat again so you get it. Self-esteem is how we value. These are my opinions. I study and then I write down my notes to suit me, to make my points. Yeah. Self-esteem is how we value and perceive ourselves. It's based on our opinion and belief about ourselves. So because I've done, remember for me, I needed to bring in confidence. Because confidence, remember I was relating back to, it gives me value. I trust myself. I'm able to say, you can do that because you did 10 weeks. You were committed. You're in a relationship with oneself. Nobody else. With yourself. You were faithful. I trust you. You have value. You have value. You have self-worth. Because you have self-worth and you have self-value, that gives you self-esteem. People, I like this guy. Why do I like him? He has self-worth. He has value. He has committed himself for 10 weeks. And I've seen it. I can testify because you can go on YouTube and you can see, bloody hell, Monday to Friday, he's making his videos. He's committed himself. Self-esteem is how we value and perceive ourselves. It's based on our opinion and belief about. So I have a belief about myself. Yeah, because I've achieved something. I'm like, if I can do that, I can do something else. Now, I'm not pushing the boat out too far. You know what I'm saying? I'm just taking baby steps. So I'm saying, all right, you know what? Let me build my self-esteem because I think they're both important. Confidence and self-esteem, I think they go together. So I want to work with them together because I bring value. People will say, what do you bring to the table? What is your value? He's an honest person. I can trust his opinion on that. And that's what it's about. It's based on your opinion and belief about yourself. I have self-worth, self-value. I don't need it so I don't need 5,000 subscribers to value me. I value myself when I turn off the internet and get up at 6 in the morning and go training. Because no one sees that. That's why I don't rush for followers and stuff like that. No, this is Temple of Know Thyself. I created it because I wanted to know myself and make a diary about it, so I can be an inspiration for myself, have value for myself, for me, I first. And then my children will say, oh, I like that. He's done something good. Maybe he can inspire me to do better. Because if he can do it, I can do something. I'm not asking you to do what I'm doing. I'm just saying have value. I am because we are. And because we are, therefore I am. You are the same. You have greatness within you. I want to bring it out. Who brings it out of him? Me. I have to get off my ass and do it every day. Nobody does it for me. I have to kick myself. And that's what makes me that 1%, you say. I'm starting from scratch because I want to know who and what I am. No one's teaching me. When I go to school, it's regurgitation. Going to university is regurgitation. It's not teaching me about myself. I have to study to understand myself. Practically, I have to go to the gym and understand. I'm learning about food. I've lost weight. I've lost 11 pounds, by the way. You're going to see my picture at the end of the year. That's my surprise. I was fat. Now I'm in the middle. I look alright. Don't get me wrong. But guess what? Guess what I said? Just like rowing. I know I can do better. No, I believe, You wait and see. I will show you. Who have eyes to see, they will see. You will see by the grace of God. Because I have value and I'm working on the self-esteem and confidence that I will succeed by the end of the year. This is actually a long process. So, because remember, in 10 weeks' time, we're in October. But my program actually runs till February. Before I go on holiday. You've heard me said that. I'm just breaking them down into pieces. So, I'm doing what you're not willing to do, but I'm doing it now. That's the difference between me and other people. I'm willing to do what you're not willing to do now. So when January comes, I don't have to wait till New Year. I am in the new year. I am building the new me now. It's like an investment. If I invest now, I'll reap the rewards later. It tells you, isn't it in the Bible? You reap what you sow. Whoever puts in the work now will reap later on. So I'm putting it in. Why is self-esteem important? Positive self-esteem allows you to believe in your ability to learn, achieve, and contribute to the world around you. It means your ideas, feelings, and opinions are just as important as those of others. Why is self-esteem important? Positive self-esteem allows you to believe in your ability to learn, achieve, and contribute to the world around you. It means your ideas, feelings, and opinions are just as important as those of others. Amen. That's why I do the show. Couldn't say it much better. Would you like me to repeat it for the third time? Let me take a sip of my ginger and lemon tea with honey. Amen. Why is self-esteem important? Positive self-esteem allows you to believe in your ability to learn, achieve, and contribute to the world around you. It means your ideas, feelings, and opinions are just as important as those of others. That's why I do the show. I'm having an impact by expressing my feelings, opinions. That's what it is. My ideas, my feelings, my opinions. I'm entitled, as important as everybody else in the world. So you have greatness within you. I am because we are, and because we are, I am. So I'm just expressing what you want to express. I'm just willing to do it before you do it. That's it. In this context, because you could be doing something else that I would like to do. I haven't got there yet. Yeah, I haven't got there yet. So I'm working on me first. These are the qualities about me. I have ideas, I have feelings, I have an opinion, and those are just as important as those of others. And I want to be able to articulate it so my message gets across. Self-esteem is a frame of mind that allows you to celebrate your strengths, challenges, your weaknesses, and feelings, and feel good about yourself and your life. Self-esteem is a frame of mind that allows you to celebrate your strengths, challenges, your weakness, and feel good about yourself and your life. Yes? A frame of mind that allows you to celebrate your strengths. Man, I did that 10 weeks. I feel good. That's confidence. Challenges your weakness and feel good about yourself and life. That's what self-esteem is. I had to build myself on a rock. I had to finish that 10 weeks. Now I'm building up, working on the self-esteem and communication. These are my foundation. Yeah, because when I have confidence and I have self-esteem and I can communicate, I'm okay. I can express myself. You know, I'm confident. I have self-worth, self-esteem. I had to work for it, just like a farmer. I had to dig. I didn't give up. I didn't give up on myself. My uncle's been telling me for years, my friend. Take that nonsense. Dyslexic, don't use that word around me. Marcus Garvey talks about confidence. With confidence, you're already won in the race of life. Without confidence, you're twice as defeated. Benefits of self-esteem. Just some quick notes. You see the positives in different situations. That's what I said, remember? You look at the situations, you laugh about my son. Like, yo, empathy for my mum. Yeah. Look at things from a different point of view. Yeah, it gives you self-esteem, self-worth. They're all important. You see the positives in different things. That's why I laugh. Because I probably would have done the same if my son was, the roles was like, Dad, man, I'm not ready now, man. I'll do it later. You see? Laugh about it. My mom's like, nah, man, me, I'm cool. Do you? Safe, man. You know what I mean? You can adapt to, this is talking about self-esteem. You can adapt. Better to changes. So when you see something, you're able to, whether you got a new job or you move somewhere or you see a situation, you can adapt better. That's when you have the benefits of self-esteem. When you have self-esteem, you're able to look at things from different point of view and adapt. You're open-minded. You're ready to learn from others. I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. I'm willing to learn from each other. Because when I go to Africa, it's completely different how we learn. I see it. I can adapt. That's what it says. You are open-minded and ready to learn from others. I go there and I learn. I share my opinion, but I learn. But how we cook. I like back home how they cook. You know? We don't use stoves, man. We fire wood and, you know what I mean? It's nice because the food is different. It tastes different. Number 4, you accept yourself as you develop your self-esteem, recognizing that mistakes and failure happens. See them as opportunity to learn and grow. You accept yourself as you develop your self-esteem, recognizing that mistakes and failures happen. See them as opportunity to learn and grow. That's like me at the gym. Fell down, get up, back on the rowing machine. Bam, bam. Yeah, 10 weeks, I've done it. The challenge, getting up in the morning, man. Shit. People are sleeping, man. Why do I have to do this? Man, my body's changed. Wait till you see it, man. I'm still working on it. I still got more to go, man. Failure. Learn from them. Recognize the mistakes. You know what I mean? Look at them as opportunities. 5. You can cope. Disagreements will happen. You accept them and walk with your self-esteem still intact. I shall repeat that because it's very important. You can cope with disagreements. Yeah? Well, it's about coping. You cope, yeah? Disagreements will happen. You accept them and walk with your self-esteem still intact. That's what I was saying about I'm going to put some challenges, yeah? I disagree with my mum. With the guy and he's saying teeth must bite tongue. Huh? So I'm like, just the other day I'm like, Mum, man, you're getting sick. We disagree, but my self-esteem is still intact. Her self-esteem is still intact. But I'm like, this food you're eating is not good. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to always disagree. In other words, teeth must bite tongue. Because I'm looking at you and I'm like, right, man, look, you're destroying yourself. You can do better. So that's the disagreement. But both our self-esteem is intact. Number 6, you speak up for yourself and express yourself without the need to win or the fear of disapproval. You may be proven wrong, but you stood by your views. Again, you speak up for yourself, express yourself without the need to win or the fear of disapproval. You may be proven wrong, but you stood by your views. I think the important key points there, yeah? Express yourself without the need to win. Listen to that important message there. You should be able to express yourself, yeah? Same with me and my mum. I'm expressing myself, and I don't need to win. Or the fruit, or the fear of disapproval. She disapproved with my opinion. She's like, no, I'm disapprove of my opinion. She's like, no, I see it differently. And I'm cool. Yeah? I have to accept it. I stood by my viewpoints, yeah? That's what it said. You may be proven wrong, but you stood by your viewpoints. I'm like, the things you're eating is unhealthy. No problem. I'm practicing what I'm preaching. Doing my fasting. Yeah, because now I'm going to change it up, innit? So now, I don't break it at 6:30. I've decided for the next 10 weeks, I'm going to fast between, it'll still be 16 hours. Because before I was doing like 22, 23 hours. It was way too long. But however I did it, that's the point. I'll be breaking it between either 1 or 2:30. I've given that gap for myself. Yeah? Because it's about tweaking. Now I've learned some things. I'm like, okay, this is what I can do, yeah? And I'm understanding food. This is a lifestyle. It's a journey. So even this podcast will be a lifestyle for me. This is going on till I'm old, and you know what I mean. This is me. You're gonna have me. You're gonna have to tune in to listen to my show so long. Wherever I am around the world, you're gonna have to listen to me. I'm part of who you are. I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. So I'm with you. Get used to me. I'm like one of them old slippers or old shoes that you got in the corner you don't want to get rid of. So yeah, by the way, I'm standing by my viewpoints. Alright, I'm laughing at myself. You got to, man. Don't take life serious. Alright, so number 7. Number 7, you are committed. Yeah. Facing difficulty, challenges is part of life. When you believe in yourself, you believe in your success. Yeah. You are committed. That's the title I put. When this is to do with self-esteem, I'm committed for the next 10 weeks. I finished 10 weeks. I was committed. You get me? That's why I'm doing the evaluation and say, okay, I've learned some stuff. What can we How do we elevate ourselves now? Communication and self-esteem. Yeah? This is school, Temple of Know Thyself. I am a student that's teaching, but I become a student again. So commitment, we're committed. Facing difficulty, challenges is part of life. Full stop. Oh man, get up in the morning, brother. Sometimes I'm up at 5. Huh? The alarm hasn't gone up yet. Because my body's like, you're getting up. Like, it's not even time to get up. Jumping in the car. Drive. Imagine winter is to come, you know. I said, let me start in summer because winter will be easier. That's why I'm tricking the mind. Yeah? You guys don't see what's to come. No one sees what I'm doing. Yeah? Will I be committed to winter? We'll find out. I get up and I get in my car and I go. Imagine being at the gym at 6:30 because that's when the gym open, and you're yawning and you're like, oh, for God's sake. What if I'm doing rowing or I'm lifting weights? You're like, you snap out of it. But the point is, I'm saying, like, committed. Facing difficulty and challenges is part of life. That's the point. When you believe in yourself, you believe in your success. That's what I'm saying. I'm bringing it back home. I know I can do it. I know I will do it. That's why I do it. I don't do it for anybody else. I do it for myself. And when you do it for yourself, my mentor said, and I interrupted him, I think it's Socrates that says it. When people say you're lucky, and lucky is preparation that creates opportunity, or it's opportunity that creates preparation, something like that. It's along that line. When people say you're lucky, no, you've been putting in the work. So when the opportunity comes, you grab it and it's like, you're lucky. No, I've been working. So when my body changes and stuff like that, you lose the weight, or you improve on your communication, your self-esteem, your confidence. What do you think I'm doing? I've been doing it for 10 weeks. Then I'm doing it for another 10 weeks. So by the end of the year, that's like 9 months nearly. I've completed doing something. Of course, I'm going to increase my confidence, my self-esteem, and my communication because I'm committed to it. That's what it's about. Success will come out of it. You know what I'm saying? All right. We're coming to an end soon, don't worry. This is some like little tips. Like building your self-esteem and communication skills. Become a mentor. I am a mentor and I have mentors. Because we go to mentors for support, and I've got mentors on the computers. When I mean mentors on the computers, I listen to things that I'm intrigued by to stimulate me, to motivate me, so I can go out there and do the things that I need to do, or create the best version of myself. Yeah? To create the best version of myself. I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. So you have the same ability as I do. It's commitment. So we find mentors. We listen to, these podcasts. Or this is just tips. You listen to audiobooks. They're just reference. You still have to do the work, They're just reference points. Because I can listen to all of these stuff and still not take on board. They're just theory. I have to put the practical with the theory. All right? Take care of your health and well-being. It's very important. That's what I'm doing. I want to live long, man. You know what I mean? I want to live long. I said, me personally, my personal choice, I would like to hit a century, man. I like to live a century's 100. I like to get to 100. I would just like to see if it's possible. And I'm willing to put the work in now. I say to my friends, I want to thank the 48, I'm going to be 48, the 48-year-old for the 58-year-old, because in 10 years' time I'll be 58. I want to thank the 48-year-old now for putting in the work, so the 50-year-old will be great. And when I get to the 50 year, I'll think of something to do for another 10 years. But that's what I say about luck. It's not luck. It's about preparation. It's about putting in the work now. Delay gratification. So I'm not a heavy drinker. I'm gonna drink, but I don't really drink that much. People say, why don't you stop? But I'm not a heavy drinker anyway. I went 18 months with no alcohol. I drink like 3-4 times a year. And now I said I'm gonna drink specially on just special occasions. Yeah, but I'm not a heavy drinker, so I'm okay with it. I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying to you? I eat quite healthy, but when I go away on holiday, I kind of let myself go. I was really into fitness, and so health is important. When you have children and you get married, you kind of just let yourself go. And I'm like, nah. Now, this is the time. Before my 50th, for my 50th, I want to look at a certain way. Yeah. So focus on the positives. Focus on the positive. Whatever you're doing in life, focus on the positive. Yeah. So for me, it will be the gym. I'm building a house abroad. I like doing my podcasts. I like studying. Yeah, I focus on the positive things. I like encouraging my children. You know what I'm saying to you? I like focus on positive. I like doing things to stimulate me, basically. It makes me happy. Read something inspirational or listen to something inspirational. I do that. Yeah. So when I finish here, I listen to my podcasts. I listen to other people's podcasts. I don't read. I listen to audiobooks. Yeah. Next one. Stop worrying about other people's opinion. Stop worrying about other people's opinion. I think that's so important, man. I've been having some conversation with some people, and I didn't realize a lot of people are dealing with depression. A lot of people, and it's scary. I didn't know, because I said that. I think I had a little bit of it, but I think I've got tools around me, and I have tools, meaning like the gym and the people and how I study, and like I don't slip into those kind of situation very easily. Do I have my down moments? Yeah, but it's not a long time. And like from the conversations I'm having with people, I'm like, a lot of people are going through some stuff, man. So that's what I say about communication. I need to improve my vocabulary. I need to find the right words sometimes to bring home the message to say to people, like, don't give a fuck about what people think, man. Just do you. I easy said than done, you know. Very easy said. I know that's what I said to you. We listen to these podcasts and these motivation books and motivation people, and they're like, yeah, I'll do it Monday morning. And they're like, Monday morning, like, I'll do it Tuesday morning. Easy said than done. But that's what it's about, stacking up little wins. It's the little wins that gives you the confidence. Yeah? So find something to do and use that little win to encourage you to take another step. That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah? Master a new skill. Hence why I'm doing the 10 weeks thing. I'm putting myself out there. Working on communication, self-esteem. Master a new skill, whatever it is. I'm just looking at myself and I'm like, yeah, I need to improve. So I want to learn one new word a month for the next 10 weeks. You see how small I'm pushing the boat. I just say every week, but I'm not going to say that. You see, just start at your comfort zone. I said to myself, I'm going to tell my audience, yeah, I want to learn a new word, at least 2 new words within that month, and I'll come and speak it on the internet. I want to learn 2 new words. Communication. Put yourself, challenge. I'm challenged. Remember, challenge yourself. Master a new skill. You understand? And don't care about other people's opinion. If I get, sometimes when I'm speaking, yeah, you see with difficulty, when I'm speaking, I'm thinking, and sometimes the words don't come out. Yeah, like how I'm, because I'm in the moment. I know sometimes when I'm speaking to you guys, I'm reading things or the word comes up and I say it and I'm like, shit, I can't go backwards because it's recording live, innit? Then after I can't edit it out. So like, it's long, man. I just say, forget it. And one of the most important things, accept compliments. I'm terrible at that. Even like I've got 3 compliments because I'm losing weight, innit, from guys. And I'm like I need to accept this. Is what I'm saying. This is to do with all self-esteem. I said about stop worrying about people's opinion, learn mastering new skills and accepting compliments. We all should accept compliments, especially guys. We don't. Guy came up to me, he goes, man, you lost weight, man. And then the other guy said to me, yeah, I like your arms. And I felt nice in it. I felt good. And I'm just yeah, I'm trying to be like you. That's what I'm saying. See, instead of me accepting the compliment, I threw it back at him and said, I'm trying to be like you. And you know what I'm saying? Like, accept it. So, yeah, I need to be a bit more like accepting compliments because it boosts your self-esteem, your self-worth. Yeah? Be open to lifelong learning. And that's what it's about. That's what I said. You will probably see Salongo, yeah? Somewhere in Africa, still running his podcast, life learning. I learn from my children. I learn from the community. I learn from my mum. I learn from everybody. Children. I am because we are. Just always remember this. It's so imperative. I am because we are. And because we are, therefore I am. We constantly learning from each other. That's very important. Face your fear. Doing this podcast is, in September it'll be 1 year when I started. Man, I was so nervous. If you listen to the previous show, then to where I am, I'm getting better. I still got more to improve. I'm actually going to go back to the old show because I've got the notes. Here's my book right here. It goes all the way back to all the shows I do. I've got the notes, and I think I might just go over some of those topics. But I was nervous. Face your fears. Listening is something important. I said I want to also listen more as well, because sometimes the information, like you hear people say this, sometimes people are telling you the information, but because we have an opinion, we want to overtalk the person, we've missed the information. It's like when you're talking to a woman, innit? I use that analogy. If you actually listen to the woman, you actually hear every information. But because we want to impress the woman, we overtalk her, innit? So we've missed the vital information. So we need to listen a bit more. It's very important. Very, very important, listening. Doing my podcast. Amen. Self-esteem. Doing the podcast is because it's one of my fears, and to do it, and I see people come and go. I had subscribers, and then they go, and that's also to do with fear. However, is willing to do something that other people are not willing to do, and remember we said about self-esteem. I'm learning, isn't it? It's like being on the rowing machine, like. I'm being a living testament of something that I want. So this is not physical so much. This is an internal thing that I'm doing. Whereas the gym thing is physical, isn't it? This is not physical. So I can't go and talk to someone with my physical body. I have to be able to communicate using my skills and having self-esteem to express myself, to get my message across. So this is not to do with how fit I am. They're two different things. That's what I'm challenging myself. That's what growth is about. Mastering new skills. Be open to lifelong learning. Yeah, I'm taking myself, because you can have a beautiful body and you can't articulate yourself to a girl or a man. Like, you have no self-worth, no self-esteem. You see, I can't just focus just on the gym. I must be able to communicate with you. I must be able to make you laugh and you find my conversation interesting. And you know what I'm saying to you? That I have an opinion. I might challenge you on your opinion, but you're like, you know what? He makes some good points. That's what I said. If I'm going to do the show, I have to be able to articulate a certain message or a viewpoint, or do some research diligently. And you see, this is the new words, diligently, so I can say to the person that, you know what, this is what I found based on A, B, and C. Yeah, this is the theory, this is my opinion. And then we have a conversation about it. You understand? So that's why I'm being specific in what I'm wanting to work towards next. Communication skills and self-esteem. To stand on something, because we got the confidence. Now we grow. And then we keep growing, we keep developing. So for the next 10 weeks, that's what I said, learning new words. Yeah. And building my self-confidence, self-esteem, self-worth. Writing things down. It's important. I've got notes in it. What I'm saying, writing things down, have a diary. I've been able, since I've started the podcast, I used to write things down, but now I've taken writing down to you. I utilize the podcast, let's just do it that way. So I'm able to express myself more through my words than writing it down. But I actually got a diary. Now when I go to Uganda, I've got 2 diaries. I have a diary that follows my spending habit. So I'm the CEO. I have a joke. My mentor said to me, I love the saying you say, as soon as I land in Africa, I'm a CEO. As soon, he said, he reminded me just this week we spoke. He goes, I like your saying. It's true though. It's 100%. Because as soon as I land, I am a CEO. As soon as I land, they're like, oh, what do we do, boss? Like, because it's my house. We have to do work. I have to be the accountant. I'm the auditor. I am the I'm admin. I have to do everything. I have to do everything. I have to go and do research. We're going to be painting the house. I have to go and look at colors. I have to decide what colors it is. Sometimes I call like the girls, because I don't have no feminine touch. I ask women their opinions, like, yo, what? But at the end of the day, it still comes down to me. That's what I said. I'm the CEO. I'm the chief executive guy, officer. I'm the one who says the final decision on what happens. So I write down the cost. I can tell you the price of all the things, how I've been hustled. I write down my food, my traveling. Yeah, man, I go in depth because it's my business. I treat it as a business. That's what you should do. I'm practicing. I'm teaching. So I can hand over this book to my son. Even my son said, you see this book there, Dad, it's got wisdom in it. That's what he was saying to me. Yeah, but also I've given you an audio version of it. But my son can pick up the book and he can see the price of the land I bought, the price I paid for the solicitors, like everything, money who I've borrowed from and paid. And I always pay it back if I borrow money. Yeah. The cost of my builders, materials, everything, traveling, going for food. I even put down food, like literally everything's there. I know how I spend my money. The last pound, even alcohol, everything, massages, everything I put down. I put down tips I give away to my workers, tips I give out. So write things down is important, because I think they say the brain is this 60,000 things we have per minute or hour. We can't remember half of it. So write things down. Just like me, I bullet points and put notes on the things to discuss. Yeah? So yeah, that's the show is coming to an end. So for the next 10 weeks, we will be working on those things. And you're more than welcome to join me on this journey. Yeah? So if you have an idea that you would like to do something, please do it. You know what I'm saying to you? Just go out and do it. Anything. It could be a business. It could be your health. It could be, I want to write a book. My friend is doing meditation. It It could be alcohol, smoking, women, I don't know, men, I don't know. You might say you want to stop cussing. You know what I mean? You say you might want to stop cuss. Or you might want to save. You say, you know what? Every week I'm going to save £1 or $1. I don't know, wherever you're listening to. Yeah? I'm just encouraging you. That's what I'm saying. I'm encouraging you to do it. Because in another 10 weeks, that's 4 months for me. Because every between 9 to 10 weeks, I'm going to change it up to keep growing and developing myself until I go away. And it's the same way when I bought my land and built my house. It took 10 years, but I did them in phases, small bits. There's a saying, one coconut for the basket, just a Caribbean saying. Or we call it vex money. Put something away for your rainy day, get me? Just put something away, slowly, build on yourself. It's a journey, and I'm sharing this journey with you. I'm as normal. I show you the issues with my parents, with my children. Love them all, but I don't enforce my opinion on them. Remember, we talked about self-esteem here. What we talk about? What was the key word we say? You don't need to win, everything. No, you don't need to win everything. You know what I'm saying? That's remember, because we also talk about feelings and opinions are just as important as those of others. That's what we're talking about, the contribution. We all have something to contribute to this world. You get what I mean? So just go out and do. That's what the show's about. Remember that I am like you. I am because we are. Because we are, therefore I am. I just want the better. I will better myself. Temple of Know Thy. That's what I came up with. Temple of Know Thyself. There's nothing new under the sun. The temples of. This is a temple. There's temples everywhere. But the temple is self. We start with self. Know yourself. Know your self-worth. Know who and what you. The message is know what you are. Know yourself. Just take that message away. Every week I come, I'm self. I joke and laugh. But know yourself. Learn to love yourself. That's what I want to do. Because the reason I speak like this, because I remember growing up back in the Caribbean from Guyana, I said to myself, how come I came to England and myself, it's a question I ask myself, which is a very good question. I'm like, what happened to my self-worth, my self-esteem? Maybe I question to myself to this day. I'm like, but this is not me. I've picked up someone's culture, and because being the person back home and being the person here, it's two different. I was very assertive and confident in who and what I am from a young age. And I think because I came here and, we speak with what you say, patois, yeah? So the accent, and you didn't really fit in it. So I don't know if that had an effect on my confidence, because people would take the piss out of you how you're speaking. You, as they say, you're just off the boat, innit? You're fresh off the boat, innit? And being coming to 11, you're in school and your dress sense and your awareness is totally different because you're not from this culture. How we are back home is totally different, innit? So I don't know. I question myself to this day. I'm like, but what happened to me, man? I was very assertive and confident because I can relate back to being that young child. So that's why I think the essence of my show is Temple of Know. It's within us. Marcus Garvey tells us it's within us. I definitely didn't like to read, I'll tell you that. My grandma used to beat me to read. I definitely didn't like that. That's one thing. That one day I can definitely... No, I was very practical. Because we had a pub. I've always been around wealth. That's why you hear me joke about this thing. I've never wanted for money. We were okay, you know what I'm saying? We had a pub, but I was blessed that I grew up with my auntie, and they say teach a woman, teach a. The saying goes, teach a man, you teach an individual. Teach a woman, you teach a nation. I grew up with my auntie, and we had a pub. And this is how I know I love entrepreneur. So we had to make roast, peanuts. So I had to bag them up and seal them with the candles, and we sell them. So I had that. I touched. They say no before the child is 7. Whatever he learns, he will be part of his later on in life. I've been like that from day one. So I've always been around money. That's why I don't drink alcohol. I've been in a pub. I sell. I was good with numbers. These are my skills. Yeah. So that's why I say I don't really drink. I've seen it. I used to sell drinks to people. I've seen the behavior. So it doesn't do nothing for me. But reading, no. Like I should have been playing pianos. All the things I used to do. I was like, I'm not interested. I was more interested in put me in a business. That's what I was interested in. That was the only thing I was interested in. So we all have these skills in us. But something happens, whether it be trauma, whatever you want to call it, has an impact later on in our life. And it's for us to identify those things. That's why we're best to be our own doctors and psychologists. To be still and know that ye are gods and understand who and what we are. That's why we come to the temple of Know Thyself. To understand the greatness that we have in us. Because we have greatness within us. It's to bring it out. Whether it be me or you bring out yourself. That's what I said. I could be telling this to my son, and a stranger comes and tells him the same thing I'm telling him. And he's like, he has this epiphany. I like that word, epiphany. That's what I say, I have to learn new words. This epiphany, I have greatness within me. But I've been telling this for 18 years. Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Temple of Know Thyself. I hope I was being able to uplift you, put a smile on your face, encourage you to be the best version of yourself. So you can go out there and shine like that diamond that you are. You know what I'm saying to you? May your head be anointed, by the grace of the Creator. May your cup overflow with blessings. You have a prosperous, a blissful week ahead of you. Smile and be happy. Listen to the conversation. So sometimes when you get into an argument with your boss or your colleagues at work, man, that's their opinion. I have my opinion. Don't let them push you or you fall into them. It's okay. It's okay to not win. Remember what I said? This is the temple of Know Thyself. Know yourself. You stand on your self-esteem, your self-confidence. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Just remember that. You might not agree with it, but you have an opinion. You have a message for this universe we live in, this world that we live in. Yes? So go out, enjoy the week, hold your meditation, manifest the things you need to manifest, and may your life be bliss. Enjoy and remember to smile and have a laugh. Don't always take life serious, man. Even though people are miserable around you, it doesn't mean that you must fall into that same trap. You know what I mean? I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next Sunday on Temple of Know Thyself, where you come and sit down and reason with the I. And I, and I, and I within thyself. Yes? That's the pioneer gland within yourself, man. We're awakening that light within oneself. Take care, my people. My show has come to an end. Love you. Look forward to seeing you next Sunday. I and I reasoning. I am because we are. And because we are, therefore I am. Take care. God bless. And have a blissful and wonderful week. Take care, my people.